Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tech Beans, and this is probably the best gift you can give yourself this Christmas. This is the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2. 6 months ago, they released its predecessor, the M1, which was for me a very impressive piece of tech. It was fast, it had a Snapdragon 636 processor, it had a huge 5000 mAh battery, it had the biggest battery in its price range. Best of all, you could get it at just under 10,000 pesos. It was the only phone at that time that could go head-to-head with Xiaomi's super hot-selling Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro. Yes, it was that good. This is its successor, the M2, with even beefier, much juicier specs. And I am excited to bring to you some of the real-world results I have gotten from this baby. Now before we start, don't forget my awesome Christmas giveaways, the Pocophone F1, the Realme C1, and this lovely Bluetooth speaker right here, the Tronsmart Element T6 speaker. Yes, and all you need to do to join is to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my great content. Also, please do check out the descriptions below for more information about my giveaways. And without further ado, let the unboxing begin. No. Alright, here we go. Before I open the box, this is how the box looks like. It has one of the nicest boxes I have ever seen from a smartphone. We've got the Max Pro naming right here, M2, Asus at the top. Their color combination is blue and black. And the configuration I have here is the 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage. That is actually impressive for something this very cheap. Alright, let me just open the box right here. Here we go. We love photo. That is their tagline. They must have a very nice camera. I hope so, because I wasn't impressed with their previous cameras. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. And take a good look at this, guys. It has the very powerful Snapdragon 660 AIE. This is the much improved version of the Snapdragon 660 processor. Much more optimized, much faster. And right down below, 5000 mAh of battery. Look at that. That is where the name is coming from, the Max battery. And here's a big bonus, guys. Corning Gorilla Glass 6. Oh my god, that is the newest in screen tech. And it's all right here at a 15,000 peso phone. Oh my god. Let me just slip this off. There you go. And look at that phone, guys. Look how beautiful the back is. Well, this is made of plastic, but it does look like glass. Very premium looking glass. I must say, their design this time around is much improved. It's a lot shiny now. I mean, you need to have a shiny back. That is a trend now. Alright, I'm gonna set this aside for now. And here's the smaller box within the box. One of the nicer ones I have seen so far. And there you go, guys. A really nice SIM ejector pin with the Asus branding. And here are some documentations. Here's the user guide and some serial numbers. And that's pretty much it. Well, this is just a review unit. The actual retail unit will have a jelly case. Asus told me that. And they also told me about the earphones not being included right here, because it's going to be part of the retail version. So what you get is a micro USB cable. Bummer, micro USB, but at least it has the Asus branding, which is cool. And we have a 10-watt charger right here for the fast charging. Also a cool device because of the Asus branding. That is pretty much it. Behold, the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2, the coolest looking phone I have ever seen this December. Just this December, of course. There's actually a lot of cool looking phones that came out this year, but this is the coolest phone I have seen this December. Awesome. So let me show you more of the phone right here. Dual rear cameras, LED flash, fingerprint scanner, branding, more branding. Right below we have a headphone jack, a micro USB port, bummer, and the speaker. At the right side we have the power button and the volume rockers. At the left side we have the SIM tray, which has not one, but 2 nano SIM card slots and 1 SD card slot. It is expandable memory. Alright, opening the phone. Asus. And here we go, guys. I've actually got it all set up right here. There's your notch, a very small notch. So right here we have stock Android. It has all of the Google apps pre-installed, as well as some social media apps like Facebook and Instagram. It pretty much functions just like any Android phone out there. So far the experience has been very zippy, and that clicky sound, can you hear that? Oh my god, that feels so satisfying. It really helps you believe that this phone is really fast. And yes, with max speed comes max battery. I did my usual 1 hour playing PUBG test. It was able to give me a whooping 89% playing PUBG at HD graphics and high frame rates, which by the way is the max you can get with this phone. And yes, the graphics is stellar. I like how the game plays really smooth. Lag was very little. I could feel some. when there was too much happening on the screen, but nevertheless it was a buttery smooth experience. And I also played Ragnarok Mobile, which is trending right now. I did feel some lag here and there, especially in places where there were too many characters on the screen at the same time. But I think Ragnarok itself is a laggy game in general, not really that optimized yet for most phones. Even my OPPO Find X, which has a Snapdragon 845 processor, still kinda lags. I guess this is something that will get better over time, definitely. Finally, Asphalt 9. Some hardcore graphics coming from this phone. Yes guys, just under 15,000 pesos. Oh my god, it does not get any better than this. But what's really impressive was the speaker. It's one of the loudest single speakers I have ever heard from a phone. It was just so loud and clear that I actually made it my dedicated speaker for my recent Xiaomi t-shirt giveaway. It was that good. It's all coming from this Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2. I'm unboxing this right now. What about the camera? The photos that I was able to capture from this phone are quite decent. Capturing all this is a 12 megapixel main camera with an aperture of f1.8, a huge leap from the M1's f2.2, and yes, a 5 megapixel bokeh camera. The low light shots I have here are wonderful pieces of art, though these were professionally taken by me. And of course, you would need to have a little bit of photography experience to achieve this with the cameras. It's not going to look epic right away, just like you would get on an expensive flagship phone. No. Not unless you are super steady, know the right angles of your subject, and have super good lighting. Now, I was actually surprised with the video capabilities of the phone. It's able to capture 4K at 30 frames per second, not something you would see on a mid-range phone. But yes, it does not support image stabilization, thus the shaky video. The 1080p video, on the other hand, does support it, and looks really smooth. Although the video is quite noisy at night, but still very usable though. Selfies are just fine as well. I look pretty okay with my selfies, if I do say so myself. It's a 13 megapixel shooter with an aperture of f2.0. I gotta say, this looks really good. I love the quality. Can I get an amen? Amen. The Zenfone Max Pro M2 is a good buy. It's fast, it lasts long, and it looks really cool. Of course, it is not perfect. There are some bugs here and there, most notably the camera app. Sometimes it lags, and sometimes the UI just disappears, something a future update can fix. The charging also takes more than 3 hours to fully charge. From 0 to 100, fast charging wasn't really that fast. The 10-watt charger could only do so much. Would have been great if they included QC 3.0, as the processor supported it. And yes, the cameras were just so-so. But overall, for the price, you won't go wrong with this phone. For just under 15,000 pesos, this is truly a steal. Next up is the Tech Beans Christmas giveaway. Guys, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss it. This is Vince Minger from Tech Beans, and I'll see you on the next video.